Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, Andy Ruiz and Jarrell Miller battle their way to a 12-round draw. Decent fight, to be fair. Decent fight. But, I'll be honest, I felt this was a fight Ruiz clearly lost. I felt this fight was relatively easy to score. The commentary, by the way, the zone commentary is horrible. Absolutely horrible. They've been horrible the whole night, by the way. I didn't mention it in my previous post-fight review, but the commentary for this Miller-Ruiz fight was awful. For me, this fight was pretty easy to score. And for me, it was a pretty clear Jarrell Miller win, to tell you the truth. First, the early rounds, so first sort of 3 to 4 rounds, I felt Ruiz did well. I felt Ruiz was picking the better shots. Miller was trying to apply pressure, but he wasn't really throwing many punches. Ruiz was stabbing him to the body with a power jab. He was firing the sort of looping right hand around the side of Miller's guard, which was catching Miller. And he landed some good combinations in the early rounds, sort of first 3 to 4 rounds. Because Miller really, while he was applying pressure, he wasn't really throwing that much. And the work he was throwing, or the punches he was throwing, were very clubby, very slappy, not much clean. So yeah, I mean, early on I felt Ruiz was looking okay, but after like the 4th round, I felt it was all Miller in terms of winning rounds. Miller started to up the pace. He started to mount a body attack on Andy Ruiz, and he started to actually let his hands go, you know, putting his shots together a little bit, also culminating with left hooks to the head that were catching Ruiz. Again, a lot of Miller's work was kind of cuffing and clubbing, but the output of Ruiz drastically dropped after the 4th round, and I never felt he was really landing enough to really win many rounds after round 4. Ruiz explained it at the end of the fight, saying he had a hand injury. He showed his hand, and to be fair, it did look kind of janked up. But regardless, this isn't a sympathy vote. I felt Miller was pushing the pace after round 4. I felt he was landing good body work. I felt some of the body work was affecting Ruiz. Also landed some good sneaky uppercuts in the clinch and on the inside. He was landing just more shots than Ruiz. Ruiz would explode now and again with combinations or one single shot, whether it be the right hand to the body, the jab to the body, or the right hand around the side. But again, Ruiz's work as this fight transcended, he was like mainly throwing one punch at a time, 2 at max, whereas Miller was really trying to put his shots together, as messy as it was at times. Also, I will say, I felt Miller's conditioning in this fight was certainly a lot better than it was in the Dubois fight. He gassed out pretty drastically in the Dubois fight, like rounds 5 and 6. In this fight, his gas tank was a lot better, a lot more consistent throughout the 12 rounds. And also, I'll say as well, you know, him losing that little bit of weight, I felt Miller looked a little quicker in this fight in terms of hand speed. I felt when he got going, he put his shots together quicker as well. And yeah, overall, I just felt Miller won this bout. No, I don't think Ruiz did enough after round 4. Like, I mean, I can't give him 2 more rounds after round 4 to get him a draw, which was the official result. I don't understand this one, to be honest with you. I don't understand the scorecards. I felt Miller was the clear winner, 8 rounds to 4. If you're being really kind, could you find 5 rounds for Ruiz? I think you'll struggle. I think you'll struggle, to be honest. Yeah, I felt Miller got jobbed in this fight, to tell you the truth. I felt he got jobbed. I felt he was the better worker here, better output, landed more shots, busier. Yeah, I don't see the argument for a draw here. This has to go down as a robbery, as far as I'm concerned. Because a draw really does flatter Ruiz. Ruiz gets away with it. So yeah, I still class it as a robbery. Bad decision. Miller won, in my opinion. There's not really much more to explain. First 4 rounds, Ruiz looked pretty good, looked quick, was picking good single shots, a couple of combinations here and there, landing the harder punches. After round 4, Miller just started to work him. You know, pushing him back, getting on his chest, you know, firing those body shots, the clubbing shots around the side, forcing the pace. Yeah, I felt Miller won, personally. But there we go. It is what it is. Share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy. Peace.